Introduction of guests, Fredericton Silverwood.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Second World War officially began on the 1st of September 1939 with the German invasion of Poland. Canada declared war on the Nazi Third Reich on the 10th of September 1939, our country's first independent declaration of war. By the war's end, over 1 million Canadian citizens would serve in military uniform, and Canada would possess the 4th largest air force and the 3rd largest naval surface fleet in the world. Canada's military was active in every theatre of war, through most battles that occurred in Italy, Northern Europe, and the North Atlantic, in Hong Kong, and all corners of the world. Over the course of the war, Canadians served in the Army, Navy, and Air Force, and of these, more than 45,000 lost their lives. In addition, another 54,000 were wounded. As well, the Canadian Merchant Navy completed over 25,000 voyages across the Atlantic to provide much-needed supplies. Indeed, many Allied pilots trained throughout Canada during the Commonwealth Air Training Plan, and Canadians also served in the militaries of various Allied countries. Mr. Speaker, today we commemorate VE Day, the day of victory in Europe, 8th of May 1945, the day when fighting came to an end in Europe. And although fighting continued on the Eastern Front, the Victory in Europe Day marked the victory of Western democracy over the hideous tyranny of fascism in Europe. Mr. Speaker, this is the second year that we've commemorated VE Day here in the Legislature, and it's certainly something that will happen as long as I sit here. I speak to our veterans assembled here today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your house. We sit here and practice democracy because this house was built on your blood, sweat, toil, and tears. We enjoy and practice this democracy because of your labors. At this time, words fail, but our appreciation cannot be expressed sincerely enough. And so I would like to ask all members of the Legislature to join with me in welcoming our veterans here today.
Leader of the Silverwood.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There are quite a few veterans with us here today, and I'd like to acknowledge some of them in person. I apologize to them in advance if we miss any of you. We have notes on a few of you, but we value all of your service. I would like to point out a few veterans that are here with us. First of all, Mr. Alan Andrew. Do you want to stand, Mr. Andrew? Mr. Andrew served with the Royal Canadian Signals, one of the largest regiments in the Canadian Army, and he was deployed overseas on the 10th of September 1941, where he served with the British Army. Indeed, he fought throughout Europe and finished his service in October 1945. Thank you very much, Mr. Andrew. I understand we have Mr. Rolly Mansfield with us. Rolly, are you here? Mr. Mansfield served with the Merchant Navy up until 1945 in the Battle of the Atlantic, bringing much-needed supplies overseas to supply the front. And as well, I could see you're a paratrooper, so you obviously had some experience in different venues. So thank you very much, Mr. Mansfield. Mr. Malcolm McNeil is with us today. Welcome, Mr. McNeil. Mr. McNeil served with the 1st Canadian Armoured Brigade as a signalman looking after communications through the war. Thank you very much. We have Mr. Edmund Martin. Mr. Martin here with us? Thank you, Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin has an interesting career. He landed in Normandy on June the 8th, I believe, in 1944, and fought through France, Belgium, and Germany right up until 1945. Thank you very much for your service, Mr. Martin. We have Gerald Hawkins. Mr. Hawkins. Mr. Hawkins served with 431 Squadron, 6th Group, as a wireless air gunner. With a total of 25 years of service, Mr. Hawkins was stationed in Yorkshire, England, and flew many sorties over into Europe. Mr. Hawkins, we very much value your service. Thank you. We have Mr. Barrett with us today. Mr. Barrett served with the Air Force from 1943 to 1944, and indeed was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross, a very notable decoration for his service during the war. Thank you very much. We have Mr. John Mahar. Mr. Mahar served from 42 to 46 in various countries through Europe, including England, France, Germany, and Holland. Thank you for your service, Mr. Mahar. We have Gladys Clark. Gladys, would you please stand? Gladys joins us here today in memory of her first husband, John Reed, who died in the Second World War. As you can see, she's wearing today the Silver Cross, which reminds us of her loss and her service. And her husband, his bomber, was recently discovered in England. And Gladys had the pleasure of going over to England to see that and to be reunited with those remains. Thank you for your sacrifice, Gladys. We have Mr. Bill Pledge. Mr. Pledge had distinguished service overseas during the war. And it's a pleasure to have you here with us today, Mr. Pledge. Thank you for your service. And we have Mr. Frank Books. Mr. Books? Mr. Books served overseas during the war, and it's a pleasure to have you here with us. Thank you very much, Mr. Books. As well, we have joining us today in the gallery members of the Royal Canadian Legion who have also served in various ways. And we appreciate what you do to support our veterans and keep the memory of their service alive. So thank you to the Royal Canadian Legion. We also joined by members of the Canadian Army Veterans motorcycle units who as well serve to remember and support those serving. So thank you very much for your presence here today. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.